day, colleagues. Today, I want to continue with using ChatGPT as a research, as a way to research things, a research resource. And I want to start off by just reminding you, you see here we're in a conversation, and then ChatGPT give you the option of giving feedback. And remember, this is important. The more feedback we give, the better the product can be. And as social workers, we of course also have the responsibility to look at how would this response have an influence on our clients. Is there, for example, bias in that may affect our clients? And my laptop is now just hanging a little bit. So I am going to ask ChatGPT. So we were in a conversation, and we were asking it about treatment methods for post-traumatic stress disorder. And now I want to do further research about this. So let's see what results we will get. So I've asked it the question and provided me with an answer. And now I'm going to say, okay, will you provide 5 scientific references for the above? And remember, we've had this conversation last week, so it's supposed to now remember our conversation and continue with that. So let's see if it will do that. Okay, so now it is actually saying, okay, now I do not have access to external databases or references beyond 21. Okay, which is true. And then, so if you have the paid version of ChatGPT, what answer will you receive if you then ask it that? In the meantime, let's ask, okay, that is okay. Can you give references for prior to 2021? Let's see if it will give me that, or it will still just refer me to something else. Oh, now it can help me. Okay, so remember that ChatGPT, and especially the free version, has been trained up to 2021. The paid version is then supposed to be trained more regularly. And here it is giving us 5 resources. And you can see that these are academic articles, okay, which looks very good. So let's see what will Bart do with the same question. And we just need to say a new chat. Okay, now wait, let's see if it PTSD, it still have that article. Remember, here is the Google. So if before using this information, you may want to fact check it by going back to Google. Here is your options to provide feedback. And remember that again it is giving the disclaimer that there might be errors. And we're giving it the same. And let's say, because now Bard is still an experiment, but Bard is also online. And let's see whether it will give us any references. So it still gives us two drafts. And okay, no preference, because I don't have time to now look into them to make sure which one is the best. And let's see what would Bing Chat do. And we ask Bing Chat for the, I'm not going to use above, for treatment of PTSD without meds. And it's thinking, and it is giving me references. Ah. Okay, interesting. Do you notice the difference in the type of references Bard and Chat is using? And I've asked for scientific references. So Bard is giving me okay, it's references, but if you compare that with these resources, these references, okay, so you see why we need to play on the different platforms. It's necessary to explore different platforms. It's and see what responses we receive. Okay, now we go back to chat and we say, please provide me with a summary of number 5. What I do like is that it's stating it's important to review the full article. Okay, I like that. It's and it gives me a very short summary. So obviously I could have refined that prompt, a 500 word, 100 word, something like that. Okay. I hope it now copied that. No. Okay. And you provide me with a summary of 5. copy. Okay, so it misunderstood my question. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking at the response and we are in a conversation, so I can correct that. And here it is giving me a summary. And then obviously one would have to still go and read the article if you are going to then use this summary. So it's already drafted a summary, but you have to fact check this and make sure that it is in fact a summary of that. Okay, let's maybe just avoid anything of the article in 5. Okay. Link. Okay. So you see that we are in a conversation. So unlike with Google search, I do not need to type in a new search. We are in a conversation. It says, okay, don't understand your question. And I can just say, this is the article that I would like a summary on. Whereas chat actually immediately understood 5 is number 5. Thank you. So there we have a summary. Colleagues, so again, I think this is very helpful. So immediately when I'm doing research on this topic, um, it was able to provide me with 5 references. It's able to provide me with a summary of the articles, and I can then go and um, do further, go and actually read the articles and then come back to and use the summary that it provided and make it my own. So, what would you like to do research on? What results do you get? Are you happy with the results you get? Do you think the results are biased? Um, remember last week, I've also asked specifically within a South African context. If I asked for, let's do this. Let's actually do this. Could you provide 5 references written by um, African researchers. Okay, and let's get even more precise in South African let's say university. Okay, and I'm now limiting myself to articles coming from universities. Obviously, people outside of universities may also write scientific articles, but let's see whether it can actually give us something. Okay, so it is. Okay, so it's referencing me to academic databases. In other words, it seems that there are limits, and maybe it would be worthwhile for us to explore and give that same prompt then in Bard and in Chat Bing Chat. So if we look at bias, what if we do research? What sources are continuously used for these articles? Are these resources US centric? Um, are they ignoring research from Africa, the East? Um, are they even maybe ignoring research from Europe? Is this US centric? Is this Western centric? I wonder. Um, so these are the kind of questions we may need to ask. So it's easy to do research, get a quick answer, and go with that. Um, but what are the results we're getting, and is these results applicable to South Africa? Is it applicable to our communities where we are working? Whether our communities are in America or in South Africa. And I realized that that is a wider topic because of all, first of all, is the research done representative and applicable to our community? So, of course, the first issue is when research is done, is it applicable? And then the second question that we are asking now is if there is applicable research, was this also provided? Was ChatGPT trained on that research also? So, colleagues, what other questions do you think we should ask when we do research? Do you like the questions? Do you think I'm unnecessary? What other questions do you have? Do you like the research results you receive when you play? Go and explore.